Welcome to The Explainer. Today we're unpacking some seriously advanced tactics to turn your social media efforts into measurable profit. Because let's face it, if you're a solo business owner, you've probably been doing the basics, but still feeling like you're just shouting into the void, right? Well, you're in the right place. We're going to look closely at the hidden playbook, the real strategies that actually move the needle for your bottom line.
So ask yourself, is your social media marketing actually making you money? Let's dive right into this, because as a solo entrepreneur, your time literally is your money. And honestly, basic networking simply isn't cutting it anymore. It's incredibly easy to spend hours liking, commenting, and posting without seeing a single dollar in return. This explainer is all about shifting your focus away from those vanity metrics and zeroing in on strategies that drive real, measurable value.
Now here's an incredibly empowering truth about this whole space. Social media is the great equalizer. You absolutely do not need a massive budget to outsmart the giants in your industry. Back in the day, the traditional broadcast world meant the company with the biggest wallet won. Period. But on the social web, creativity, authenticity, and a sharp strategy can completely level the playing field. It costs almost nothing to get started, and if you play your cards right, the financial impact can be absolutely enormous.
Just look at Blendtec. They were a relatively unknown company selling high-performance blenders. Now, instead of buying ridiculously expensive TV spots, they just started dropping everyday items, iPhones, glow sticks, remote controls, right into their machines and posted the videos to YouTube. The series was called Will It Blend, and it spread like wildfire. They generated massive buzz purely through the power of shareable content, racking up over 100 million views. No huge investment required.
So here's our hidden playbook for today. We'll be covering 4 key plays: the social news megaphone, dominating niche forums, digital asset optimization, and finally, tracking actual ROI. Let's get right into it.
All right, play number 1, the social news megaphone. User-voted sites like Reddit and Digg rely on the wisdom of crowds, right? They filter out the most interesting links from thousands submitted every single day. But here is the absolute crucial point you need to remember. Obvious advertising will get you buried immediately. These users have a super low tolerance for direct marketing. Instead, you've got to submit highly fascinating, non-spammy content to trigger those massive traffic spikes. Think short videos or surprising photographs, especially organized into collections. And remember, active consistency builds your reputation. The more you contribute real value, the more receptive the community will be when you do share your own stuff.
Moving right along to play number 2, dominating niche forums.
You know, forums are basically modern bulletin boards, and what's absolutely incredible about them is their sheer scale. Look at those massive user bases and millions of posts. Never ever underestimate the power of these concentrated communities to drive highly qualified visitors straight to your site. Unlike the huge, broad social news platforms, there are thousands of popular forums dedicated to highly specific niche topics. If you can pinpoint the ones relevant to your business and engage them properly, the quality of traffic you get is totally unmatched.
But of course, there's a catch. To succeed here, you really have to put in the sweat equity. You need to learn the culture and provide genuine value. Please, never use those outsourced forum marketing services. They're lazy, they're spammy, and they will instantly wreck your reputation. Before you even think about posting, you have to spend time lurking. Yes, that's the actual term. Just hang out. Learn the inside jokes, pick up on the jargon, and figure out who the trusted members are. Your ultimate goal is to become a valuable insider by answering questions and focusing on providing your unique expertise.
Because honestly, forums can be a bit of a minefield. New members, often referred to as noobs, are heavily scrutinized. So reading that forum rules page and demonstrating that you understand their strict community guidelines is non-negotiable. Many of these places explicitly forbid direct self-promotion. If you step out of line, you're going to alienate the exact audience you're trying to win over. Always respect the community first and market second.
Okay, let's look at play number 3, digital asset optimization, or DAO. This play is all about working smarter, not harder. Digital asset optimization is simply the process of taking stock of the digital content you already have and getting it online and into social media to drive buzz. As a solo entrepreneur, I guarantee you have assets sitting around right now, PowerPoints, charts, old photos. DAO is how we breathe new life into them. You don't always need to exhaust yourself creating brand new content from scratch. Just look at your hard drive, find the great work you've already done, and put it where search engines and users can actually find it.
Two fantastic platforms for this are Flickr and SlideShare. With Flickr, it's all about telling a visual story. Avoid overly commercial content here, but say you run a clothing brand, post photos of your latest designs. Or if you run a factory, show a behind-the-scenes tour. On the flip side, SlideShare is perfect for uploading presentations to create embeddable widgets. You can literally take that dead PowerPoint gathering dust on your desktop and turn it into an interactive tool that fans can embed on their own blogs.
When you set up a complete and targeted profile on these platforms, you're easily building a centralized library of your expertise for the whole world to share. By filling out every detail and tagging your content effectively, you're essentially creating a permanent magnet. It draws in organic search traffic and embedded shares without you having to lift another finger.
And now for the big finale, the reality check tracking actual ROI.
Finally, we're moving from abstract buzz to hard financial returns. This right here is what separates the amateurs from the pros. Calculating your true ROI is a simple three-step process. First, track your on-site actions, like purchases or lead forms. Second, trace those visitors back to their referrers. Where did they actually come from? And third, deduct your cost and time invested from the income generated. This formula is your ultimate reality check, because as a solo business owner, your time is your biggest expense. If that final number is negative, well, your time investment failed, and you need to pivot your tactics.
Now, to really get the full picture, you have to measure two things. You've got your off-site metrics, which is activity happening elsewhere, like saves, votes, or bookmarks. This tells you how far your message is traveling. But then you have on-site metrics, activity happening directly on your site once they arrive, like bounce rate or time on page. Off-site tells you about the buzz, but on-site tells you if those people actually care once they show up.
When you dig into your analytics, you must look past those pure eyeball spikes. Sure, a successful post on a social news site might send a massive surge of traffic your way, but if those visitors look at one page and immediately bounce, they aren't helping your bottom line at all. You really want to focus on crucial engagement metrics, like seeing low bounce rates and high time on page. That's the cold, hard proof that you're attracting the right crowd and driving actual business value.
So, armed with this advanced playbook, your time on social media is no longer a guessing game. The only question left is, which hidden asset will you optimize today? Whether you're going to master the megaphone of social news, provide deep, meaningful value in a niche forum, or finally dust off that old presentation for SlideShare, the tools are right there waiting for you to outsmart the competition. Get out there and make your